Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, Jets fall 4-3 to the Calgary Flames in a shootout. Sucks. First official losing streak of the season. Actually, one of the people who commented on the last video said, "Oh no, now we're gonna be going on a losing streak," and I was like, "No, have some goddamn faith." And yeah, now we started a losing streak. This game, I actually don't like. This game was a big step up from the Vancouver game. And I think it's just leaving a bitter taste in a lot of people's mouth because we lost it. But, like, we got a point. This game really could have went either way. There was some bounces that just, So, let's get right into it. New lines. Wheeler and Connor have moved down. Good. They deserve to move down. If I'm being honest, Scheifele deserved to move down too. We'll get to him. He did a little better today, but there were some moments where I wanted to kill him. Wheels just looks slow, so putting him down to the second line was only fair. It helped just move. It helped move Scheifele a bit, but Scheifele needs to diversify his offense more than taking 3 steps into the zone and making a drop pass. It seems like he's just passing off opportunities all the goddamn time. Don't mind Carter just remodeling.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, don't mind you. Anyway, so no, we will go on the power play early for a tripping penalty, and right off the bat, Kyle Connor would score on the power play on a one-timer to put the Jets up 1-0. Like, they shouldn't matter. I say that as an official. If you have an impact on the game and you're an official, it's bad. I like that. Yeah! Woohoo! Okay, good job. But again, took us on the power play to score for our top 3. I'm happy. I am happy. But let's do it like both scenarios. Yeah, good. And honestly, I don't have a lot to say about this first period because there wasn't a lot of overly, dangerous opportunities both ways. And even from the Jets' point of view. Yes, the Jets went up 2-0 in this period, but they didn't have a lot of opportunities. There weren't many stoppages, so that's why also there weren't many shots, because usually a shot on net will get you a stoppage in play, so to speak. Vesalainen had a good chance in front of the net, couldn't bury it. Giordano would get a tripping penalty, and that would lead to Kyle Connor getting his second of the game as on the power play again. Oh, yeah. See, Markstrom knows that his team's giving us that lane, so he's got to cut it off himself. I don't know how much release I'll use. I like this power play. Bang. Woo-hoo! Let's go! I love that power play. My God, there was 3 instances where that puck could have went out on any other day, but we kept the fucking puck in. Out of way! Reaction there. Pretty much the same goal as the first one. This power play really impressed me, though. I was really happy with it. There was about 3 instances I counted. Actually, I probably said in the reaction, but yeah, there was so many times where they could have let that puck come out, but we held the puck in, so it was great. And honestly, there's not a lot to say on the first period. I really liked it. We seemed engaged anyway, so I was like, yeah, okay. Second period action. Ah! What? No!
Chris Tanev from his own blue line.
What?
One that skips on Connor Hellebuck. And 7 seconds in, the Flames are on the board.
What?
I think everybody in the Jets bench and the coaches included are still trying to figure out what happened here. jump up over Hellebuck. Tanev wins a Toyota if he shoots that in the intermission as it just pops.
So Hellebuck had a Nabokov moment, a Toskala moment, a Bernier moment, a Mason moment, an Oof moment.
Wait, Bernier moment? He forgot who Nelson Mandela was?
No, that was another Bernier moment.
Oh, okay.
Bernier has a compilation. Chris Tanev decides that he wants to try his hand at golfing and put the greatest drive in the history of the game in with a nice little chip that bounces over Connor Hellebuck's pad, which is also why you don't fuck around with dump-in, kids. All you aspiring goaltenders out there. Like I used to have heart attacks when I would see that puck come down the ice, because if you miss it, you're a putz. There's no glory in stopping a puck from the other end of the ice, but there's a lot of shame if you miss it. And I feel like people were ragging on Hellebuck for this, but the puck bounces on him. Granted, he had his body a little off to the side on it, but he was not ready for that bounce. And there's not much to really analyze on that type of a goal. Shitty luck. DeMello takes a slashing penalty. Appleton has a good try shorthanded from Lowry. The hot that might convert. Kopp gets a breakaway, but forgets he's on a breakaway. I don't know if any of you noticed that in the second period. There's a moment where Kopp is on a breakaway, probably blue line in, and he's here, and the other defender's like a little ways away, and he immediately turns to look to pass, and I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? Like, you're there. But yeah, that was a bit weird. Third line had a pretty good game today, honestly, all things considered. That doesn't excuse what comes up in the shootout, but still. Lowry's playing solid, honestly. We get an elbowing penalty. There's an elbowing penalty. Dylan Dubé took 2 penalties today for the Calgary Flames. Rough night for him. Not bad. Not a bad second period, honestly. I didn't hate it. It was a slow down. Like, it slowed down. But honestly, it kind of had to, because there's so much more stoppages in play where it just let the flow just cut off a bit. Scheifele has a chance so third period now. Scheifele has a chance, gets robbed by Markstrom, which is becoming a gamely thing. I don't know. Every time they've played, he's robbed Scheifele at least once. Perreault kind of got interfered with on this one play. I don't know if any of you saw it. Early in the third, Perreault's kind of just skating into the Flames' end and just gets run over. I don't know who it was. Might have been Lindholm or Hannafin or something like that, but he just gets murked, and I went, ref? Like, hello? Speaking of which, Ehlers runs into the ref when he's trying to get in the zone. That's great. People who rag on referees in this situation, as an official myself, it's worth noting, you're looking at this play from the perspective of watching a player go like this, you're seeing how much he's skating, and then running into something that's not moving. Whereas in actuality, it is a guy who's skating and a guy who's quickly trying to get the hell out of his way, and then before coming into contact with him. So it's not like the refs aren't trying to get out of the way. Sometimes they just have to stay on the boards, because otherwise pushing out would make it worse if they got made contact there. But yeah, Calgary takes a holding penalty. Scheifele off the crossbar. Like, God. He had got that. And then Johnny Gaudreau gets a nice tap-in goal to make it 2-2.
That was clean. I fucking hate that, but that was clean. Oof.
Johnny Gaudreau, 8-game point streak, I think, which is great. Although Johnny Gaudreau has never had trouble scoring in
the season. It's the playoffs that he struggles. Hellebuck makes a big save, and honestly, you could just pretend I said that 5 times, because Hellebuck, for that weird goal they let in the second period, Hellebuck had a really good game, honestly. I don't think it's going to get talked enough because we lost, but Hellebuck played very well, especially in the third period. He made a lot of saves. Stanley takes slashing penalty. We kill it off with another great save by Hellebuck. But honestly, this third period, we just collapsed inward. And it was honestly like watching one of those science projects where you have to hold up, where it's like the bridge and it holds up something. You could see the popsicles just starting to break. And you're like, oh, it's only a matter of time.
The hot glue will not support.
Yes, and then Mangiapane would make it 3-2 Flames.
No!
Mangiapane gets his first of the year after he was robbed by Connor Hellebuck on a number of occasions. And the Flames have scored 3 straight and have a 3-2 lead. Well, you had to wonder.
This was coming. We were like we were a dam, and it was a flood coming on. There was nothing we were doing to stop this. We were so much on our heels, and now we need to fucking score.
And then there's a play after this. I have it written in all caps. I just have "Get him, Casey," because there's a point where the puck goes down into our zone. Kyle Connor, who, by the way, Jets fans, myself included, we all have to admit, Kyle Connor doesn't know the word defense. It's not in his dictionary. Like, he turns to words that start with D, and it just goes straight from direct shot to deflection, and then nothing else. Defense is not in there. I think it's Matthew Tkachuk. It's either Matthew Tkachuk or Johnny Gaudreau. I forget who it was. Gets the puck. I think it was Johnny Gaudreau. And Kyle Connor gets back there. And it's like a one-on-one kind of, like, in the zone. And he just fucking watches him. And I'm like, get him! Like, go! Like, move! And then he lets Gaudreau skate all the way around. Like, and not, like, around, like, you can't push him otherwise because he's outside of, like, the zone of where the defender's like, no. He skates through the circles, up along the ringette line, like, around it, and, like, to the point where I think Kyle Connor runs into Logan Stanley, which is the last person you want to run into, but that's not the point. And it sets up for, like, the commentators like, oh, and look at this, you're seeing how dangerous Johnny Gaudreau is on a 1-on-4 making that play. I'm like, it's not a 1-on-4, it's a 1-on-idiot. Like, what the hell? Just play him. But honestly, beside the point, like, time started to tick down, and it's funny, I felt calm about this game, but as the time ticked down more and more, I think it was beginning to hit me that we might choke this game completely, in the sense of just getting nothing, and that would have left a horrible taste in my mouth, honestly. Like, no. But luckily not, because Shifley decided that he wanted to become a first-line centerman again. Shifley with a beautiful tip for a Neil Pionk shot with an extra attacker on the ice, I might add.
And not on the power play.
Not on the power play. And the only empty net was our own. So yeah.
There you go.
Reaction here.
They've pushed you into a corner, boys. Yes! We fucking did it again! Let's go!
Hype. But you know what? For as good as that was, I hated Shifley in this overtime. Get the fuck off the ice. Shifley was on the ice for what felt like 3 days And he looked like he hadn't slept in any of them. He skated terribly in the overtime. Like, god-awful. Also, Morrissey needs a killer instinct in overtime. Like, there's a moment where Morrissey, honestly, probably, if he skated, would have had a breakaway. And he needs to take that opportunity. You need a killer instinct in overtime. Like, yes, I understand. It's 3-on-3, and it's quick back and forth. But you need to understand that guys will cover you. Fucking take it. Like, you have room, Morrissey. But no one scores in overtime, and I'm like, okay, cool. We'll go to a shootout. And I have all the shooters here, actually. We have 4 reactions. Shifley comes in, stopped. Sean Monahan comes in, scores.
Come on, Helly.
Am I the only one who doesn't really like Shifley in a shootout?
No, I like him. He just came in way too slow this time.
Well, the problem I have with him is he shoots in the same spot every time, and it just seems like it's just like right here each time, and they pick it up. I don't know. Just.
For all of you wondering at home where Carter is saying right here, he's saying here.
Yeah.
Sure, sometimes he does. Anyway, Kyle Connor comes in and yeah.
Come on, Casey. We need this one. We need this one. Don't come in too slow, because that's what Shifley did. Oh, Jesus! Jesus!
Pretty nasty, not gonna lie.
I was about to say, that was a beautiful goal.
Kachuk comes in, misses the net. That's always great to see. Wheels comes in, has him beat. He had Markstrom beat.
You had to do like a Datsa clip, just a slow
Stop by Markstrom because Wheeler forgets to raise the puck. Josh Levo comes in, save.
Wheeler pulled.
And now,
it's
naturally,
Wayne Gretzky.
next up is the natural-born killer, Matthew Perreault. I mean, wait, what? Why the hell is Matthew Perreault? Reaction here.
Okay. Why are we doing pro? You know what? Why?
Yeah, of course he didn't score. Of course he didn't score. Did you think he was gonna score? Have you seen him play?
I was shocked why we.
Oh no, the too many men on the ice server.
He's gonna save.
Watch out! He might come out of the penalty box and get a one-way chance to get his 3 goals a season. Oh no!
Who would you put on the ice?
I don't know, honestly.
Would you put like?
Nah,
What do you think about Ehlers in that situation?
I'll get there. Johnny Gaudreau comes in and finishes it. Actually,
Johnny Gaudreau, 5 of 20. And Gaudreau in on Hellebuck. Gaudreau throws it down to the backhand. Scores! Johnny Gaudreau will earn the extra point for the Calgary Flames.
That one got away from us.
Behind to win this one.
why didn't we put Ehlers? I'll tell you why we didn't put Ehlers. 2019-2020 season. Winnipeg Jets come back from down 3-0 to the Washington Capitals. The game goes all the way to a shootout. Game being played in Washington. Goes down to Nikolai Ehlers. Nikolai Ehlers needs to score or the game is over. Nikolai Ehlers skates up, walks in. Oh my god, is he Fulton Reed? Why is he taking a slap shot? Oh. Nikolai Ehlers took a slap shot on a shootout.
That was Ehlers?
Yeah, it was Ehlers.
Oh, yeah.
That is the cardinal sin. Y'all do not take a slap shot on a shootout. Otherwise, you will not shoot on a shootout. Yeah, so that's the one rationale is why they use Matthew Perreault. Perreault, as far as I'm aware, didn't take a slap shot on that. Like, taking a slap shot on a shootout is dumb. It's not dumb.
It's a bit of an understatement.
It's just odd.
I feel like you're taking...
There's no shock value the only shock I have is disappointment
Well,
that you took it.
Most times you'll ever see a slap shot goal, there's either some sort of tip or some sort of screen or something like that.
Yeah.
So taking it when there's none of that.
This isn't the Mighty Ducks. You can't just go around slap-shotting it around your
Here's
problems.
my knuckle puck.
Also, worth noting, Mighty Ducks, Fulton Reed, 1 out of 5. His words, not mine. Anyway. So, like, no, I didn't hate... there were times where, like, it's funny, even when we sucked, it just reminded us how great of a goaltender Connor Hellebuyck is. So there's positives to take here. And I say that fully aware that we blew a 2-0 lead. But we came back from a 3-2 deficit. Like, we scored with an empty net, with the net empty. That is good to see. That shows resolve. Here's the thing. We played the Flames 4 times in a row. 3 more times. Twice at home, 1 on the road. You need to win at least 2 of those, I think. And the reason you need to win 2 of those is you need... top 4 teams are going to make it. This, if you lose 3 games to the Flames, add on the loss you had to Vancouver, that loses you a lot of ground. That puts you, because it means that your competitor is directly winning when you're not winning. Like, they are literally pushing above you here. Honestly, if I'm a Jets fan, like, if I'm a Jets fan, talking to other Jets fans, this is what you want to see in the standings. Here's what I'm just gonna spell it out for you. You want to see Ottawa win games, you want to see Toronto win games, and you want to see Montreal win games. I'm gonna explain why. You want Ottawa to win games because, let's be honest here, we know they're not going to win a lot, so every game they win is taking away a game from another team in the division. You want Toronto and Montreal to win because those are 2 teams that you should... I've come to terms that they're probably going to be playoff teams. So why not have them run up the score on teams that we are being competitive with? You want them to beat teams like Vancouver, Calgary, and Edmonton. Teams that are competitive with the Jets, but teams that you want to beat. You don't want them to win when they play the Jets, but you want them to win when they're playing teams that are racing with the Jets. So that way it racks up their loss count. So, yeah, no, that's how I'd explain it. Because we don't need... and here's the thing. We don't need to win this division. We just need to survive this division. That's all. Like, because once you get to the playoffs, we've done this long enough to know. Like, people have probably watched long enough to realize it doesn't fucking matter where you place. It really doesn't. Like, performance in playoffs and the season is just 2 different things. And even teams that were highly successful in the season, the reason they did well in the playoffs were not the same. Playoffs show an extra bit of grit, resolve, a lot of it actually. That's things that you don't see as much in the season. So yeah, no, honestly, like I'm disappointed that we lost in a shootout, but you know what? I'm happy we were there at least, and we grabbed a point out of it. Top 3 performers. 3's Mason Appleton. I will fight you. Actually, no, okay. 4 is Mason Appleton. Okay? 4 is Mason Appleton.
Top 4 performers.
No, 4 is the honorable mention. 4 is Mason Appleton. I didn't see Ehlers much today, honestly. But that's okay, because you know what? He can take a day off. 3 is Scheifele, even though he drove me fucking nuts. 2 is Pionk. I like Pionk. Pionk was making simple plays.
Pionk was doing really well this game.
Pionk was making simple plays.
Which goal did he get an assist on? Was it the Scheifele goal? It was his shot.
It was. He might also have got an assist on the second power play one. I'm not sure. No, that was Morrissey. Sorry. I remember now.
You know what I really liked about Pionk in this game? His positioning.
Yeah, his positioning was okay, actually. Yeah, no, like
I liked his movement on the blue line. He was moving to passing openings. He was moving the puck around really well.
Number one. Who did I say was 3?
The shootout legend Matthew Perreault.
No, I didn't.
No, I meant like his number 1.
No, who do I say was number 3?
Number 3? Shifley.
I said Shifley. Fuck. I forgot Adam Lowry. I had time for 4. 1 is Kyle Connor. Kyle Connor is showing.
No mention of Hellebuck?
Oh fuck.
I just screwed up.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, redo the top 3. Redo.
Okay, we have God tier Hellebuck. He's got his own number.
Hellebuck's number 1, right?
Okay, Hellebuck, Kyle Connor, Neil Pionk.
In 1, 2, 3 order.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hellebuck obviously gets 1. 2 is Kyle Connor because he's showing why we don't necessarily need Patrick Laine in that spot. So the second goal was a one-timer, but that first fucking goal, he stared Markstrom in the whites of his eyes and sniped it right on him. He looked him in the eyes and said, I am going to beat you, and then scored. Which, I thought at the time it passed. So, yeah. No, great. Honestly, and that's all I have to say here. I also have to cut it off because I know how much editing we have to put into these videos, so I'm not sure how much time will be added on. Like, here I'm at the 23-minute mark, probably at, like, the 28-minute mark.
Because we've been having some editing issues.
Yes, we've cut out a lot.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like for sure. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please be sure to follow us on Instagram at No One Hockey Podcast. And please comment down below your thoughts on the game. And just anything that's happening around in the league. Like, I'm free to talk about anything, honestly, from D'Angelo to anything.
Oh, we gotta talk about that in the podcast.
We do, yeah.
Hopefully, I'm not sure when that's
tomorrow.
I'm hoping I do work tomorrow. But let's hopefully.
How late? Anyway, no, we'll talk about this after. Yes, but thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.